What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're going back to Tool. Yes, indeed. Tool fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity-bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from Pavel Buzikin and Richard W. They both want to see me react to this song by Tool called Eulogy. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Huntington Street, all one word. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, okay, whatever. And the video has 247,361 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Tool, Eulogy, 10/16/1996. So we're going to have a live performance here. Awesome. I do love live performances. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Already the polyrhythms are off the chart. Danny's got a 3 against the 4 going. It's already cool, man. Already digging that. And you could count it 3, you could count it 4, and it's going to add up. Every third measure of 4 or every fourth measure of 3, they're gonna line up. So that's cool. You know, I love that. But listen, polyrhythm playing is not easy. It's not easy at all. Try it sometime. Try to play a 3 against the 4 and see what happens. See how well you do your first time out. Seamless. Absolutely seamless. Going from 6-4 back to 4-4. Starting in 4-4, going to 6-4, coming out of 6-4 back into 4-4 again. Really nicely done. Now here's the thing. You could tell. You could feel it, right? You could absolutely feel when the change happened, and you could feel when the change happened again. I mean, coming into the 6-4 and coming out of the 6-4, you could feel it. Just when you do feel it like that, there is a certain level of abruptness that does happen because it gets your attention. Listen, if there was zero abruptness, no abruptness whatsoever, it would go by and you wouldn't even notice until it was too late. It's already happened. You know what I mean? There is that little bit of abruptness, but it's a good abruptness because it lets you know this is where it is. You know, it's defined. It's right here. So I got no problem with it. But it was still seamless. It was still really nice. You know, it was smooth, it wasn't displeasing to the ear. It wasn't like a car wreck. It was like taking a step down the stairs. You know, here it is. The next step in the evolution of the song. Great. No problem with it at all. Let's keep going here. I'm not sure what album this song came off of. If I had to take a guess, I know it's not Undertow. I know that album like the back of my hand. I listened to that album a lot. But if I had to take a guess, I'm willing to bet this song was on the album that came after Undertow. I don't know what the name of that album is. But I have a feeling this was fairly close to after Undertow came out. It doesn't feel very complex. This is before they started getting really, really creative with their songwriting. It feels far more straight ahead. Like, not to the extent that Undertow was very straight ahead. It feels like they started to experiment a little bit with polyrhythms and time signatures. Like, they started to kind of play around with the idea of, we don't have to just play songs in 4/4. You know what I mean? This feels like we're going to start evolving. We're going to take this to the next level. And this was their next step in that progression. So I could very well be wrong about that, though. But I have a feeling I'm right. I have a feeling this is off the next album. Let's keep going. Let's see where this goes. Great use of subdivisions. I mean, putting the accents on the upbeats, not always on 1, not always on 3, really playing around with the accents on the offbeats. Really nice job. Kind of gives it the illusion of switching up time signature. It gives it that illusion because it doesn't have the downbeat directly on 1. It almost feels like at some points, it almost feels like 7/8, but it's not. It's still 4/4 the whole time. We have not deviated from it. That's fantastic subdivision work. And mostly, got to give the credit to Danny Carey for that. Now, obviously, Justin and Adam, yes, they have to go along with it, but it's really being set up more than anybody by Danny Carey. So, is it me or does Danny Carey look bored back there? Just looking at the look on his face, he's just like, ho-hum. As he's playing these polyrhythms, 3 against the 4 within his hands. Well, not in that section, but, he just kind of looks a little bored back there. And I mean, in all honesty, compared to some of the other stuff I've heard him do, this is pretty simple. So, I don't blame him, but try not to look bored when you're on stage, guys. Look, I cannot tell you how many times I've been on stage playing a song for like the 200th time, and it's like, okay, I'm over it. I'm sick and tired of playing this song, but at the same time, you don't want to look bored on stage. It looks bad. It makes you look bad. It makes the band look bad. So try not to do that. I get it. Trust me, I know exactly how he feels, but try not to do that, though. was that vocal delivery? Woo! That was nice in a live setting too. So there's no denying that he could do that live. There was no assistance there. No fixing or adding or anything like, no post-production. No, that was live. So yeah, man, good stuff. Really good stuff. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Let's get a shot of the lights. We need that. We definitely need to get that artistic shot of the light rig. Yeah. Anyway. That was 9:36, really? It didn't feel like it. Felt like about 8 minutes, 7.5 to 8 minutes. The time flew by. That's a good thing. It definitely works in their favor. Let me think about it. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Tool with Eulogy. This was a request from Pavel Buzzikin and Richard W. Okay, let's just get to it. Let's just get right to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.2. Yep, 8.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, let me just start off by saying that this was a great song. Okay, it is a great song. It is down at the bottom of the great scale, if I'm being honest here. I have heard several songs by Tool on this channel, and even off this channel, on the Undertow album, that outshine this song. That's the best way to put it. That's the most polite way to put it. This was not a song that I would say would be mind-blowing. This is not a song I would say that would be all that impressive by Tool's standards. I mean, good Lord, just look at some of the songs we've done on the channel that, you know, clearly heads and shoulders above this as far as complexity and as far as impressiveness goes. But having said that, the song is still great. Got some great things going in there, primarily from Danny Carey and from Maynard. Danny's playing on this, man, doing some great polyrhythm work. Constantly playing with that 3 against the 4 felt really good. Setting up those subdivisions, also a really good job. No, he just did a great job overall. I mean, and it was shadowed by, you know, it was all kind of brought together by the fact that he looked so bored up there, man. He did. There were some points where he looked like he was about to fall asleep. And listen, I understand. I get it. You know, when you play a song that is not particularly challenging to you or fun to you, or it's a song that you've played like 100 times and you're sick of it, it's very easy to fall into the trap of looking bored. And, you know, God, here we go again, this song. You know what I mean? It's very easy to have that happen. When you're a live performer, though, you gotta do your best not to. Because you're there for the crowd, man. If the crowd's into it, you gotta be into it too. Especially if you're trying to get the crowd to get into it. Trust me, if you're trying to get the crowd's attention, you're not gonna do it by looking bored. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. So I understand. I do. I mean, the guy is just ridiculously talented. And for him to sit there and, you know, count 8 notes on a hi-hat, you know, I could see, you know, how he could look bored, and because he probably is, but try your best not to. You know what I mean? Maynard's vocals on this, at times, very impressive. Very impressive. That one note, you know the note I'm talking about. That one note where he sustained for, I don't know how many seconds that was. It was over 10. I'll tell you that much. It was at least 10 seconds, if not longer. That was very impressive to pull off in a live setting like that with as much power and projection and support that he had. That was cool. That was very impressive to see that done. The rest of his vocal work, if I'm being honest, I can't say impressive. I just can't. I mean, it was really good. It was a really good job across the board with everything else that he was doing. But I would never sit here in a million years and say that everything that he did was mind-blowing, because it wasn't. He had a couple of spots that really were impressive and this really sounded good. But for the most part, it was just part of the song. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't expect me to sit here and, blow smoke up your butts and go, oh my God, that was the most amazing vocal performance I've ever heard in my life. No, it wasn't. There were some impressive things, but overall, no, I'm not going to say that. Adam's guitar work and Justin's bass work on this, I'm going to kind of lump them together. It was really good. It was a really good job on both of their parts. Everything they did fit. Everything they did sounded good. When they were doing the unison work with the subdividing with Danny, it was tight. It was well executed. It was well done. Nothing by either one of them that really called attention to themselves other than Adam's little guitar solo. And I do mean little. It was short, man. It was not a long guitar solo by any stretch. But it did the job. It absolutely did the job. And at the end of the day, there's really nothing more you could ask for. I keep saying really good. Really good, really good, really good, really good. Everything was really good. Except for Danny's drumming. Danny's drumming was great. It was great across the board. This is how I'm getting to an 8.2. I would give Adam, Justin, and even Maynard, I would put about the 7.8 range, if I'm being honest here. But Danny's drumming on this, I would put it about an 8.6. It felt really good, man. What he was doing was a great job across the board. So you take the 8.6, you take the 7.8, add them together. Would you like a calculator? Divide it by 2. What do you get? You get 8.2. So that's how I came to the score. It's no slight against Adam, Justin, or Maynard. What they did was fine. It sounded really good across the board from all three of them. Nothing I would say mind-blowing, but solid. Absolutely solid work from all three. Danny's the one to put them over the top, if I'm being honest here, guys. And I'm a bass player. I'm sitting here literally rooting for Justin. But I got to give it to Danny on this. Danny swooped in and saved the day like Superman. So, yeah, 8.2. I feel good about that score. Now, I understand that this was a live performance. And from 1996, you're not going to get a very clean live performance from a VHS or from a camcorder. It's not going to happen, okay? The sound quality, it wasn't the best, if I'm being honest, okay? But I could hear the song. I got the message. I was able to hear it pretty clearly. So, did I take that into account? Not really. Not really. It was, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a little bit of a letdown, but, because of the quality of the video. But at the end of the day, did it affect the score? No. I was able to take what I could hear. It heard it just fine. And I was able to pull a score out of it from there. One other thing I should mention is this. The video was about 9.5 minutes long. It didn't feel like it. It felt like it was about 7.5 to 8. So that also worked in their favor. The fact that they were playing a song with, enough energy and enough of intrigue to keep the song moving along and make time fly. I mean, obviously I enjoyed myself. Otherwise, the song would have dragged on and on and on. So time flew, which means I was having a good time and I was enjoying myself. That definitely added to the score. That definitely helped out quite a bit as well. So take that for what it's worth. But yeah, 8.2. I feel good about that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So 8.2, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope we all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.